The story of Saint Olympias.
Subscribe to our channel to receive more content like this.
Our story today takes us back to the late 300s in the bustling city of Constantinople, capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. Among the grand palaces, the marble streets, and the constant hum of politics and power, there lived a woman whose life would shine far brighter than the empire around her. Her name was Olympias. Olympias was born into wealth, immense wealth. Her family was highly respected. They owned land, carried influence, and moved in the highest circles of society. But from a very young age, Olympias showed signs that she was different. While most people chased comfort, status, and luxury, Olympias cared very little for any of it. She had a heart that leaned toward God, toward simplicity, and most of all, toward people in need. When she was still very young, her parents passed away, leaving her an enormous inheritance. Court officials tried to arrange her marriage, as was expected of a woman of her position, but Olympias had other plans. She wanted her life to belong entirely to God. She chose not to remarry, even when the emperor himself pressured her. And when the emperor tried to control her fortune until she grew older, Olympias simply smiled and said, "Keep it all if you must. I follow God, not gold." The emperor was stunned, but impressed, and eventually he returned everything to her, once free to live as she felt called. Olympias devoted herself to service. She became a deaconess in the church, a role involving charity, teaching, and care for women, children, and the poor. And she took this role with a seriousness few had ever seen. Her house became a safe haven, so well known that people said all you needed to do was find Olympias, and you would find compassion. But Olympias wasn't just generous, she was wise. And that wisdom drew her into friendship with one of the greatest Christian teachers of the time, John Chrysostom, the Patriarch of Constantinople. Chrysostom and Olympias encouraged one another deeply. He relied on her support, and she relied on his spiritual guidance. Under her care, the church's charity programs flourished. Hope spread. People learned what mercy looked like up close. Yet, not everyone loved this. Chrysostom challenged corruption. He spoke boldly against injustice, and powerful people in the empire were not pleased. Eventually, they forced him into exile, and suddenly, Olympias, the woman who had comforted so many, became the one who who needed comfort. Olympia stood by Chrysostom when almost everyone else backed away. She defended him publicly. She refused to abandon him. Because of this loyalty, government officials targeted her too. They accused her of causing unrest. They fined her. They seized some of her property. But Olympias did not break. Even as her wealth vanished, money she had never kept for herself anyway, she continued to care for the poor, using whatever she had left. She wrote letters to Chrysostom, letters filled with faith, sorrow, and hope. And he wrote back, encouraging her to remain steady, to trust God, and to keep going. But the pressure grew heavier. Her health weakened. Her resources dwindled. Her city turned colder without the spiritual leader she loved. Eventually, Olympias herself was forced into exile, far from the people she had spent her life serving. And yet, even in suffering, she held fast to her compassion. She prayed for her enemies. She continued helping anyone who crossed her path. Her exile, intended to silence her, only made her faith shine brighter. Olympias passed away around the year 408, weary in body but unbroken in spirit. She was far from home, but close, so close, to the God she had served so faithfully. Years later, the Church recognized what had always been clear. Olympias was a saint not because of her wealth or status, but because she poured out everything she had: heart, mind, strength, and fortune for the sake of love. Her orphanages, her hospitals, her shelters, they became the foundation for Christian charity work in Constantinople for generations. And her letters with Chrysostom, they survived, treasured reminders of a friendship built on truth and courage.